A very good afternoon to you all. I am Pema Jamso from TIJ, Tokyo Institute of Japan. So today I'm going to explain how CRUD operation is being done in Ruby on Rails using a scaffold for the beginners. So uh, I created my application, before I create my application, so I want to give a brief introduction about Ruby. So Ruby is an object-oriented dynamic interpreted and reflective, and it is used for general purpose programming language, and it is a dynamic language simplifying your programming work and offering a standard structure for web and mobile apps. The most significant or important reason behind its popularity is that it is a full stack framework, which is Ruby on Rails. So now we will begin how to uh, create a new app in our Ruby. So let's go to the terminal, which is a Linux version. Firstly, in order to create a project in Ruby on Rails, we have to give a command like uh, Rails new, and then here we have to give our project name or our project title. So let's keep it as a uh, project demo. So and then enter. So while entering this command which create our application, it will automatically downloading the necessities and the specific features required for our application. So after uh, done with this uh, running configuration, so we have to get into our application. So for that we can give a cmd like cd, and then here we have to give our application name. So we kept our application name as project demo. So we can uh, so here we can give our project name, which is project demo. So here now we are into our project, and then after giving the comment and getting into our application, so uh, we have to uh, generate some specific things that we need in our CRUD operations. Now I'm going to use a scaffold in this tutorial. So firstly, in order to generate scaffold command, we have to give a command like Rails, and then you can use generate for shortcut like G, or for better understanding I'll give it as a generate generate scaffold, generate scaffold. And then I want to create like one node. So I'll in order to create node, I'll give a title as a node. So I'll give title here as a node. And then in my node application, I want firstly I want a title, and then the next thing is a description. And for this I will keep it as a text. And then the next thing is okay, we can keep it as much and enter the command. So after running this command, it will by default, the scaffold command, it will generate all the necessities and features in our application. So after doing this, now um, let's uh, give a command like Rails db and migrate. So here it's done. So this Rails db migrate, it is usually a migration means that we move from the current version to a newer version using the Rails DB migrate. So can apply any new changes to the schema. So this command is all about that. And so now let's open our Visual Studio Code. So it's uh, updating. So let's wait for a while. So it's taking time. Right now it is installing VS Code Server time 64, which is for Windows. And now it's done. So this is our Visual Studio, and open new terminal, and then we have to run our application. In order to run our application, we should give a command like Rails S. So um, my Ruby version is currently it's 3.0.0, so it's not working. So in order to get into that version, you have to give a command like you have to do a bash login. So in order to use that Ruby version, give a command like rbm use 3.0.0. This one is for this Ruby version. So give a press enter. Now it will work. Again we have to run our application. So now it's running. So this is our application. So we are not getting our output since we are not connect with our routes. So in order to do that, let's get back to the code. So here, so this is our application controller, which generates from the action controller, and then this is our uh, node controller. uh, Node controller inherit from the application controller, which is the other file in the controllers folder, that is um, uh, node controller, node controller.rb. So here I have here before action set node only show edit update destroy. This code means, so here uh, I'm asking the before action. I'm asking the before action method to call a set tasks only for the show, edit, update, and the destroy or delete. So this is all about uh, this code. And then the next we are defining index here. So in order we are defining index so that it is a instant variable which it will list all the project in our database. And then here when it comes to show, we are defining just show method here. And then uh, we are defining new. So here for this project, this not dot new means that here usually the uh, user input we are receiving from this method, and then def, and the def we are edit, so defining edit, so it's similar to the show method. So just the difference is that in show method here it is not able to edit, so just difference is that in edit it can be editable. So here we are defining, now we are creating one new node in this uh, 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 code. So in this project usually the users give their uh, input by using the parameters, and then it will uh, directly respond to the format. So this means that this format actually it is by default it will be rendered to the any format like html, xml, and like json and all. But here we are requesting just to render for the format.html and format.json. So this is here we are using condition like if the project is successfully saved here and the correct, so it will directly get into the format.html, which is saying that your project was successfully created, and the JSON format will render show an status where the project is created. So if the user did not save their project or application correctly, so it will get into the else loop, and then the HTML format will shows that directly rendered to the new method and saying that um, your project is unprocessable entity, and that in the form JSON format will directly render to the project, giving a say, project and give error. So it's also the same. And the next is update. So it's almost similar to the create, but here we are using update. So it will directly render. So the if the users update their if users update their project by using the not params, which means the parameters, so it will directly get into the format.html, redirect to the URL, and then saying that your node was successfully updated. And the next thing is that this format is almost the same like create. So if the project did not update it, it will render direct get back to the edit page. So in usually here we are deleting our not. So we we are defining destroy in Ruby on Rails. We are destroying or deleting our uh, project. So if the project is destroyed, so it will directly render to the respond to the format, which is HTML and JSON, and it will shows the message like node was successfully destroyed or deleted. We can keep here as a deleted. So just we can keep here deleted, and then the JSON format rendered directly. There's no content in the head section. So this is all about the tux controller. I mean not controller. So let's route our project to the uh, let's route our project. So let's go to config and then go to routes.rb. So here we have to see the resources. This is our resources, so it is the nodes. So you can give a route command like uh, root uh, which is not here nodes. So you can give a nodes and then hash. So this is usually how we route our project in the Ruby on Rails. So let's run our project. So here, this is our output. So let's see here. So it's too small. So in let's a little bit make it bigger. So let's get back to our code. So for here we have to go to the view and then not and then form.html. So uh, so let's make it little bit bigger here. So title, let's give a size as a size 40. Size, let's give 40. And here let's keep calls as 80. And then rows as for around 20. So let's run our application. Yeah, here now it's working. So in the title you can just give a comment like title, give your not title, just give like English, and then write here something. This is my, anything you can write here. So let's create. So yeah, the node was successfully created, where this message was rendered from HTML format, HTML method. So here we have create our new node. Okay, let's see. uh, Once more we will create another node. Let's keep Japan and then Tokyo. Okay, let's create it. So it is also successfully created. Now let's get back to our VS Code. These things are usually uh, from here we are getting this getting it from node controller. So here it is. So the node was successfully created, means it is directly rendered from the HTML format. So let's try to edit our node. So let's get back to this node, edit this node, and here let's we can write something here given. Okay, whether it is updated or not, let's see. Yeah, it's working now. Here we have add 1 2 3 4 as a title, and then 1 till 9 we kept it as a description. So let's try to delete our tags. So let's make it as a delete. So for that we can get back to format and then show. So here it is. So let's keep it as a delete, and then you can just keep it as edit only, and then we can get back to our application. So refresh it. So here now it's look a little bit better. So let's try to delete this note. So you can click to delete. So now the title Japan is successfully deleted, and so till now we are done with our CRUD operation. So we are usually we have learned about how scaffold is used in order to create our project. So usually while using scaffold is all inbuilt, and there's another way without you can also create a project without using scaffold. So but right now I have used scaffold in order to create our uh, CRUD operation. So finally we are done with our CRUD operations. how how CRUD operation is being done in Ruby on Rails. So we have work on show, edit, update, destroy. That means it's all about CRUD operation. So thank you for watching.